All right, people, I believe that we are live.
Agent requesting backup.
Indeed we are. Sweet, let me get this shared around.
Please approach the safe area using one of the designated checkpoints.
Alright, gotta get this in all the places as usual. Got it on the community tab. Let me go to Discord and Twitter. Let's see, let me put this. Just like that. Alright, then let me get this on Twitter and we will be all good to go. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. What's going on, Mallory? Liviu, hope I'm saying that right. How you doing? Hello. There we go. Go on Twitter too. Already got 15 people jumping in here. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Welcome in. Obviously, this was not I didn't announce this one beforehand like I usually do, but you know, I had a little bit of extra time today and I knew I wasn't going to be able to stream in the near future. So I was like, why not? Throw up a little surprise stream, see what people are doing. Let's see, that should be good. Okay, MC, what's going on, man? That's up all the way. Sweet. Okay. This should just be a fun little hang out. I did want to talk about some stuff for the channel next year. But yeah, and TU17, because I'm quite excited by those PvP changes and the more that we know are coming. Okay, that's already on the right thing. Let's start with some countdown. As always, you know me. Get that going.
Invite to another agent's group. Receive.
Sure, Rage. You know I'm down to talk. How you feeling about him? I think out of that list that we saw on the known issues board, I'm most excited for the conflict revamp. The idea that conflict, and if they do some changes to the conflict rule set as well, which I think they might, if they do that and they actually make it a worthwhile experience to play as far as XP gain and all that, it's going to be incredibly exciting just to have that outlet now, you know, in my opinion. Yeah, what's everyone thinking about those? The comment section of that video has certainly been lively. How many credits do I have right now? 3. Well, that's a whole lot. We'll do a few of these. We really need these PvP changes. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Didn't hear about conflict. MC, I did a video on it yesterday. If you want to go and check it out, it's right there on the known issues board. They updated a bunch of the stuff that we can expect for TU17, including one of them they put on there is a revamp to conflict rewards, they're going to make it so that you now get
Kitchen relay.
roughly comparable XP to SHD levels and all that stuff for doing PvP, for killing players, as opposed to, just doing PvE stuff. And they're also thinking about doing targeted loot, exotic components, like a lot of good stuff. The jammer pulse change without other changes would be a disaster for conflict. Well, that's the thing, is that they said on Twitter that there are many more changes coming in the total update for PvP that are not on there. So I think it's a bit premature to say it's going to ruin things because we don't have the full scope. If, let's say, for example, they did that jammer change and they did absolutely nothing else that affected balancing or anything else like that or conflict rule sets, then I agree that would be problematic. But I think that change on its own is a positive one for healer builds, because it's always been incredibly annoying to lose all of your charges like that when your hive just gets automatically destroyed. And I have a feeling that there are also going to be balancing changes to address status effects, because that's something that the team has acknowledged beforehand, that they know people are very unhappy about that. So again, we'll have to wait for the full changes. Obviously, I don't know what the full scope of things will be, but I don't think that will be the only change that impacts that side of things. Because part of the problem with conflict as well is not just the balancing, but it's that there's still normalization in there, which makes things wonky. And you only get 2 kits per life, which makes dealing with stats effects even harder. So between balancing and further conflict rule set changes, I think there could be some great improvements made there. What are these different areas? Turbine is crates. Let's just do this. Oh, and the cooling tower. Well, no one likes VIP, yeah? I'm not going to read the comments for my own mental health. Yeah, that's probably a smart move. No, I mean, as you know, I love discussion of all type, but people certainly are very opinionated about PvP, as we all know. Andrew, what's going on? How you doing today? Welcome in. Thanks for jumping in the surprise stream. I was saying a second ago that obviously I didn't plan or announce this one, but I had some extra time and I figured why not. It's getting towards the end of the year. There's some fun stuff to talk about, so I always enjoy myself a good stream.
Rogue sniper turret. Hostile sniper turret detected. Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Rogue striker drone detected.
Yeah, we got all the TU17 stuff, and then at some point I want to, in this stream, I want to talk about some ideas I've been floating for 2023, like I said in the title, so. But I might wait a little bit until we get a few more people in here. I don't need those. Hello.
Area secure.
Well, that's a super far run. Maybe we do end up doing cooling tower. Hope I get the XP for all my past kills in conflict too. Wouldn't that be nice? Rage, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. No, but yeah, if, like, I can just imagine if they do that reward restructuring and they change some of the rule sets of things. Because I've made my video before where I listed out the 4 things that I think need to change with the conflict rule sets. And this isn't in order. One of them was get rid of the normalization that's still in there, fix the spawn system, restore the radar, because I think that's an incredibly poor way to structure it. And I think maybe the last one I said was change the team sizes. That one's like the one I care the least about. But if they change at least those 3 things, conflict would be immensely more fun than it currently is. Some of the best streams are the ones unplanned. Hey, that's, pretty much all my streams are planned, so I figured it'd be a little fun just to do an off-the-cuff one, So appreciate you all tuning in. You're doing good, glad to hear. They need to change the mortar turret's function conflict. It's the one skill that be used at range without affected by the opponent's spawn. Oh, absolutely, yeah. The mortar turret, other status skills in general. I mean, there's a ton of stuff. But like I said, they said there are more changes coming that are not yet on the known issues board, and so I am fully willing and going to wait to see all those laid out before I make full judgments on stuff, But I'm very excited for that PTS. The only thing is I don't think PvP testing on the PTS has ever been very thorough. Because obviously there are less people who play PvE than PvE, and it's only on PC, which a lot of people get burned by PvP on PC because of cheaters. So I'm not sure how much the PTS this time around is really going to help with that stuff. I'll certainly do my best, but I don't have a good, I don't know. It's just less well set up for that stuff than PvE. That was a good nade, whoever threw that.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
Stop the mercy rules and boosts.
Hostiles.
Personally, I don't have a huge problem with... I think the boosts would be less problematic if they fixed the rest of the issues, but it's not necessarily, like, the best part about the mode. The mercy rule, it's... In concept, I think a mercy rule is fine. The problem with the way it is in conflict is that it procs way too early. And it doesn't stop until you so narrowly close the gap that it's way out of whack. So yeah. Some tuning on those would be probably my instinct there. Actually been playing some Conflict lately. I'm having fun. I'm glad. I mean, it's not in its current state, it's not I was gonna say it's not atrocious. It's certainly not great. I think there are many issues with it, but fun can be had in there. It really depends on what other people are using and how they play, more than anything. And that, then shows degrees of how broken the mechanics are in there. What's up, man? Watching my desk at work? Hey, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, this was an unplanned stream, but I figured it'd be fun, so appreciate everybody being here. Have almost 30 people hanging out. Hope you all are having a fantastic start to your weekend. If you've not already and you want to support the stream of the channel, I'd very much appreciate hitting that like button. We're only one like away from 10 likes. Thank you very much. And I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on everything with the game right now in TU17 and all that.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
They're going to test better ways to crash PC players. They moved the node for the PC crashes on the known issues board back into investigating recently, so hopefully we'll see more crash fixes implemented with the update. Can't loot while you're confused. Actually, I wish they would change PTS PC players. Well, they can't switch platforms. I mean, it's physically possible for them to do it, but they have to jump through way more hoops to get it on consoles, and it's counterproductive to their workflow, unfortunately. So I think it should be NDA. In concept, I suppose that could be nice, although they don't put story stuff on there anymore. It's really just balancing that they do these days. So I don't think it necessarily needs to be NDA. Plus, that would be a lot harder for them to set up and to try and enforce, you know.
Good work, Agent. You saved the plant. Move to extraction point.
Any news on Heartland? What's going on, Kyle? Unfortunately, no. Nothing too recently that I can think of. I think certainly once we get into the new year, hopefully we'll be more likely to hear some stuff. That said, I do have a... and thank you all for the likes, everybody. Appreciate it. I do have a pretty... what I think is a pretty good Heartland video coming out. Should be on Monday. So... keep an eye out for that. But as for official news, we have not gotten an update in a little bit, unfortunately. But, you know, speaking to the title of the stream, 2023 plans, Heartland is top of the list, baby. Once that comes out, channel's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be sweet. Russo, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for linking me that the other day. I literally posted the video right as the official account posted about the updates to the Node Users Board. I was like, oh, that's nice that my video is already out. Plus, I had some stuff going on later in the morning, so I don't know if I would have been able to cover it had I not seen it till they posted about it. So I very much appreciate that link. Weren't they supposed to have a PvP ETF? They're doing a new ETF phase for both PvP and PvE. Excuse me. They're making two different teams. And while it was supposed to start a while ago, Morton said the other week on Twitter that it's coming soon. So I assume maybe in January. I'm not fully sure, but that is still coming. You would think they would want to have it up to test some of these new PvP changes for TU17, but who knows? Because as of now, they're on break. The devs are done until January right now. So it's not happening this month, obviously.
Shoot off a flare so Torres knows you're ready to go.
And on cue, Morton enters the chat. What's going on, Morton? We were talking about someone was asking about the ETF, and I was saying that I remember you saying the other week that it's still coming soon, but no timeline was given. I was thinking that you guys might want to have it up for these PvP changes for Season 11, but who knows? Hope you're doing well, though. Hope you're enjoying your break. What did I miss up here? I'm gonna go with people complete the mandate and some of the left. Yeah, I don't know. There's something nice about rushing through it sometimes, Rage, but there's certainly ways to, what's the word, to stretch out the amount of total loot you can get. I almost called the extraction early. Jeez. Can't wait for Heartland. You guys know that I'm in the same boat. Cannot wait. Easily top of the list of my most anticipated Division universe content coming up. I'm new and still learning the customization system. Well, welcome to the game, John. I hope you're enjoying. Are you on Twitch? I'm not. Potentially something I'll do down the line, but for now it's just a lot easier for me to keep it on here. We actually have it ready, but our legalist put some small hiccups in our way. Typical legal department, huh? Well, that's good to know. That's ready to go. I mean, you know, there's been criticisms of the ETF in the past, but I've always thought that it was a positive program for the overall health of the game and franchise, so I'm excited to see it return. So that'll be fun. Maybe we'll see it in January then, if it's... once you guys are back. I mean, I guess we'll see.
Torres is in position.
You're having fun with Div 2? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. That's awesome. But I'll say, Morton, from the jump, as a PvP person, the changes on the known issues board look very promising to me. And I know myself and a lot of other people are very curious to see what the remainder of the changes that are planned are. I'm really hoping conflict can get turned around, because that would be a big one for me.
You kept the lights on. This entire region owes you.
What's up, Libertarian? There are more exotic stuff planned for the what's it called, daily login rewards. They put the full slate of it up on their Instagram account, and there's more in, next week. So
Incoming backup request.
what else am I gonna do? No expertise. We listed the big ones for PvP. Well, are there... I guess this is the question that a lot of people have been very... very strung up on. Is will there be
You have received an
balancing aspects to... Because that type of stuff I feel like isn't usually on the known issues board. Like, oh, we're going to nerf this by X%. I think status effects is the big one, especially with the jammer pulse change, which is understandable. But yeah, we have some things we want to discuss with ETF when we can get that flying. Yeah, makes sense. But added surface, conflict rewards revamp, very happy. I hope still someday we can see some changes to the conflict rule sets, because that hangs me up on that mode a lot. My favorite talent is perfect glass cannon. I mean, yeah, glass cannon's great. It certainly gives you a lot more damage.
communication relay offline.
Would it be far mega bear? Wouldn't that be cool? That's probably the biggest point of controversy, is whether people agree with the the exclusive exotic change or not. Powerbomb, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Thanks for jumping in. You got the notification, or you saw it on the community tab. I didn't announce this one. It's an off-the-cuff stream, but here we are. Almost got 50 people hanging out though. So for a for an unplanned stream, I appreciate everybody tuning in.
We need to remove the safeguards and restart the reactor.
Reactor unstable. Emergency
All right, we'll do this, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll go exotic component farming or something there. Do some of that.
system curtailed.
Okay.
System reactivated.
What's going on, Geronimo? James coming in with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Weapon level up takes so long. Are you talking about expertise stuff? Or what? But thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. Very generous to do around the holiday season, so I really appreciate that.
System back online.
Rusty, I got a notification. Well, it's a running joke that Powerbomb never gets notifications about my streams for some reason, because YouTube is strange in those ways. Jacob, what's going on, man? Getting ready to head to work, stop by to say hi. Well, thanks so much, dude. Hope you're having a good holiday season. Have you been playing 2042? Because I've been really liking Season 3. If so, we should link up sometime. Hope you're doing well, though, dude. What do we want to do here? Admin and cooling tower. Not VIP, that's for sure. The fantasy of the DZ is that all the great tech was left to the contamination. Well, more than that, sounds to me like the Eagle Bear will indeed be in there. And I think that's a bold decision. Not saying it's right or wrong. That is a bold decision, and I respect it. So I'll be very interested to see how that plays out.
Closing in on the target.
Skills versus weapons will always be a discussion in the game. Well, this is the way I put it, was that back when, because that was something that Bruce was trying to do back in year 2. He talked about making it so that the lower skill tier jammers didn't destroy higher skill tier things. And I was a supporter of it because of the idea that the tier 0 jammers just fully destroy a tier 6 hive. And especially when you're playing a healer and you just lose all of your 36 charges and you have to refill them, that can be very annoying. So on that level, I support it. But I think if... honestly, I don't think at this point after the balancing that's been done, I don't think Stinger Hives are problematic in the DZ. I think they're actually balanced pretty fairly. A tier 6 skill should be powerful. That's what skills are supposed to do, especially if you fully spec into it with all of your skill tiers. In Conflict, on the other hand, with the limited amount of armor kits with normalization, I think that's where stuff like Stinger Hives are still problematic, and if now a jammer just does absolutely nothing to them and there's no balancing changes made, I think that could be problematic. If it's in such a way where lower skill tier stuff still jams them for a short amount of time but it doesn't destroy the skill anymore, I think that could be a better compromise for some of those different interactions, but obviously it's hard to say at this point. But no, compared to like the Fire Sticky or the Mortar Turret, I think the Stinger Hive, at least again in the DZ, is actually in a pretty solid place. At low skill tiers, it's really not going to do much to you, but you still don't want to stand in it. At tier 3 or 4, yeah, it's going to hurt a little bit because people are midway investing into it. And at tier 6, if you stay in that thing, you're going to lose your armor. And that's, you know, that's what should happen when you invest into something. It should be powerful. But I don't think it's at the point where it's OP at tier 6, or it's impossible to counter, because you just have to leave the radius. But again, DZ versus Conflict is a very different story. Alright, don't go to containment, my friend. We don't like VIP. Only thing I'm wondering about for the DZ is Busy Bee over in his farm embassies. Did I get one tapped? Yeah, the Busy Bee certainly has some interesting designs in that way. I kind of think it probably needs the Negotiator's Dilemma treatment, because people used to do that with the Negotiators, where you got your marks on the ads, and then, or on the players, and then you just go shoot an ad, and then you kill the player, right? So whether the Busy Bee has a range to it, or you can't keep the buff when you're out of combat or something, I don't know. It could probably use that to be a bit more balanced for sure. Hello. Oh, I didn't really want to loot that, but that's fine. Phoenix, what's going on? How you doing today?
Critical systems exposed.
Oh, you only play Conflict. See, that I definitely think there's a very different PvP experience between Conflict and the DZ Rage. And I primarily play DZ over Conflict, so it's definitely an important distinction when having those conversations, I think, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure it is late over there, Morton. Have a great night. Enjoy your your holiday. Looking forward to TU17. And yeah, have a good one. Secure the area.
Area secure.
Agent, you should be able to access the reactor.
Reactor, huh? Oh, you still have a week to go. I gotcha, I gotcha. Well, then enjoy your weekend. We appreciate your work. Still almost got 50 people hanging out. Appreciate it, everybody. Any Heartland news? No, nothing official as of late, unfortunately. I was saying earlier, though, I have a Heartland video that should be coming out on a Monday that I think will be pretty fun. But it does not cover any new official news, so
I need you to get it back online.
nothing yet. But I have a feeling as we move into the new year, we're bound to get an update. I would say it's sometime before or during March, because that back during Ubisoft Forward they said the release window was 2022 to 23. So clearly, and it's still slated for a fiscal 2022 release, which is by March. So we'll hear something. But here, we can talk about it now that we got a lot of people in here. What I'm thinking for 2023 with the channel, I mean, the videos on here, I'm super happy with the stuff I make. I have a lot of fun with it, and I think a lot of people watch and enjoy it, so that's all great. The one area that I have felt a bit lackluster in is my presence on TikTok, which I know not everybody follows me there, but also the shorts that I put out on here. Which, by the way, if you want to follow me on TikTok and Twitter, you can. The links are in the description. But what I've done the most there is just like small informational videos, or sometimes even recaps of videos that I make on here, which is fine, and I know some people appreciate and do that. I'm sure I'll still do that from time to time. What I want to try and do is move a bit more into like the... maybe I want to start targeting it more towards broader audiences, where I do those kinds of... I'm sure you guys have seen them, where people do those videos for games where they're like, did you know about this game, blah, 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 or just different highlights of stuff. I feel like that could be a bit more fun in that space. So I guess if anyone has any thoughts on if they would like to see that stuff, or if you think if I post that on TikTok and it's meant for more broader audiences, should I still post that on YouTube? Or would that be a bit more annoying for people who already know the game pretty well? That's kind of where my head's at for that stuff in 2023. Because there's a huge market for games on TikTok. I mean, you know, people get crazy views of stuff on there. And I feel like I cater my stuff more towards pre-existing fans who don't have as much of a presence on there. So it could be a good opportunity to introduce more people to the division. I'm sending my SHD levels. I mean, if they're handing out 800 free SHD levels, I'll jump on that train.
Great work, Agent.
Long time. Where's the ladder? Long time ago, I played this game mainly PvP. Toxic. I mean, as far as it being toxic, I think that's just... You're going to get degrees of that wherever you go in PvP games. I find the DZ amusing more than toxic, but obviously people have different viewpoints on that. If you're on PC, then I don't think the cheating situation is greatly improved, but I don't play on PC, so I don't have first-hand experience with that. They are introducing... the next update coming for the game is probably the most PvP-focused one we'll have had in years for this game. So that's definitely promising, and I'm excited for that. But PvP is still not the focus of Division 2, you know. PC, gotcha. Yeah, to my knowledge, there's still some cheating issues on there, but again, I don't play it myself, and I don't keep tabs on that, so.
Nice. The plant's secure. Now let's get you out of there. Move to the extraction point.
The one thing I do want to say, though, if anybody has been following along with the news, quote-unquote, with the Division movie, there's some people trying to say that it's canceled. That article is completely false. I mean, I won't say completely false because I'm sure those events happened at some point in time, but it sounds like a story from 2 or 3 years ago. And the director himself has been saying on Twitter that the project is not canceled and that there will be news coming soon. So, if you've been hearing that going around and you're wondering about it, it's not a clear-cut case of the thing is canceled. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I thought about making a video or a short on it or something, but it seems kind of pointless to talk about it until we get the actual official update from the director.
System curtailed.
Get on that helo. You've got hunters incoming.
Wow, there's a lot of hunters over here.
Vital signs critical. System reactivated.
Does Lyrical still do Division videos? I love those videos. They were so fun to watch. But I feel like the last time I looked, he'd moved on to different things.
System malfunctioning.
Don't die, you gotta buy your 17th PS5. Yeah, we'll add it to the tally. If I ever win the lottery, Mallory, that's when I'll start buying out those PS5s, you know?
Immediate medical assistance needed. System powered.
When you're ready, send up a flare to storage. Torres inbound on your location.
An interview with the director would be cool. Absolutely, I would love to do an interview with Rawson, especially because I have, you know, connections to the film world. So I would love to do that. I'll probably try and wait until the film is actually there's some movement happening on it, or it's closer to release, since he's already been interviewed twice now, and really no new information has come out since. So I, you know, don't just want to ask the same question. So, but absolutely, I would love to at some point. I've got a lot of interview ideas. I really enjoy doing those and hearing more about the behind the scenes of our favorite franchise. I say it wouldn't be a bad idea to make a video for it once official news about. Oh, absolutely. Once there's an official update, absolutely, I'll make a video. But just to make one trying to like discredit people saying it's canceled seemed a little silly. So, but no, you know me.
Entered.
official info, this is where you go for it. Eric will say lost interest in the game. Gotcha. Just got done taking my second there. Dang, Phoenix, that's crazy. I find that the existence of that method so odd. I don't know why the devs are fine with that, not other things. Let's see if I'll be able to play Isaac in the upcoming blockbuster. Rusty, you are going to be a star. let me try and do the voice here. Wait, hold on. What's the line? Hang on. Let me think. Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted. There you go. That's my best Isaac. All right, what are we doing here? I kind of just want to chill and run some DZ for exotic components, you feel? You dig? Let's go invaded. The Real Gold Talk Show? Andrew, don't put ideas in my head, and that would be fun.
Access complete.
I mean, yeah, like... kind of hate that one. Let's do lab. Yeah, I've got some fun interview ideas for next year, for sure. I'd love to talk to somebody at Resurgence. Got to see if I can make that happen. Heartland, of course. I mean, there's some fun to be had there. Here's more in my opinion. Let's use shield. Well, if you're talking about PvP, shields are pretty much useless in PvP now. The nerf hammer went down hard on those. But I will say, as much as I agree with you and I love Division 1, we can't pretend like Division 1 had perfect balance. Classifieds kind of went to the opposite of build diversity because no longer could you really come up with your own ideas and stuff. Everyone was just using 6 pieces of the same gear set, which some people like that rock, paper, scissors. In my opinion, it was way too limiting. But everyone's got different viewpoints on that. NGN would be a good Isaac. Dude, you're telling me. It'd be great.
Landmark engaged.
Rogo Talk Show, let's make it happen. Oh, man. I mean, hey, if they ever need a new, like, weekly Stay of the Game host, I'm here. Call me.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
These people are really in here grabbing the frickin' chest just to get the components, man. I'm supposed to be the only one doing that, you know?
Now detecting contaminated gear.
It is kind of crazy, though, the next update I could just be running around doing this stuff and then all of a sudden an Eagle Bear could drop.
Contaminated gear.
Wouldn't that be nuts?
Incoming hostiles detected.
Ow. I'm gonna crash the VIA today. Well, I play on console, so fortunately I'm not really subject to the crashing issues. Division 2 did not crash very often for me,
Now detecting contaminated gear.
which is nice.
System reactivated.
Big things coming for PvP soon, right? Yeah, they put out an update yesterday on the known issues board. I made a video on it if you want the full breakdown of a lot of the big PvP things they have planned for TU17 that I'm definitely excited about. The biggest one being that conflict is actually going to be worthwhile as far as
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected.
Getting
Hostile explosive seeker mine
experience and all that, so should be exciting. We got some rogues up here. Because y'all know you can't go rogue in my dark zone. Right? That's just a rule. Oh, they're right here. Well, hey there, peeps.
Serious
That
trauma.
didn't go well for me.
Agent incapacitated.
Let's try it again. Otherwise, if I get shut down twice, I might just have to go to the other side of the dark zone, live out in shame. I did dark hours like 7 times and no luck. That's how it can go with RNG. But yeah, sounds like you'll be able to get it from the DZ next update. That's crazy that they're doing that. Again, I said when Morton was here, keeping whether it's a good or bad idea out of it, that's a bold move on their part. It's a bold move. I don't even know where they went to. But they left my stuff. How kind.
Retrieving contaminated gear.
Where are they? Are you back this way? Yeah, they're over there. Rowdy, what's going on? How you doing? Happy Saturday. Got 60 people in here hanging out now. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all so much for spending your weekend with me. A little unplanned stream here. Glad I did it. This has been fun. Need Rogue on PlayStation?
Contaminated gear.
At least on Division, till they add cross progression. Not gonna happen. No way I'd restart. Sorry to say. Did you do any changes to your PvP build? Did I? Other than I fully optimized it. It's now fully optimized. Well, except for these ones that don't matter. Other than that, it is about the same. Yeah. Still my favorite PvP build, though. Oh, no, absolutely, Jeff. It's a huge issue that I really hope continues to get addressed. I was saying earlier that they moved the node for it on the known issues board back to investigating, and they said, you know, investigating the stuff that's happening more after TU16.3, so hopefully we will see further fixes for it in TU17, and hopefully that continues to help it, because it's a big issue, absolutely. Northern Extraction. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, they're all rogue over there. All right, we'll try this once, and then if I die, I'll subject myself to farming. Pizza for dinner? Please don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Prez is from the Netherlands. Well, thank you for tuning in. Always crazy when people are watching from like the other side of the world. I'm in the States. So yeah, but thank you everyone for being here. I didn't really know how many people would tune in when I just did an off-the-cuff stream, so appreciate it very much.
Extraction helo. Almost within range.
Oi, oi, I can't, oh my goodness. That's some damage. Almost had him. Oh yeah, it's literally one shot. Who is behind me? Hello. I'm gonna get shot in the back, I already know. Dang, I tried. If I'd known they were coming, I could have posted it up better. Platform, I'm on Xbox Series X. Look at all these people sending in where they're from. Appreciate y'all. Am I the only one thinking that Exotics and the DZ is going to make it even more crazy? Oh, it is, absolutely. Which is, you know, good and bad. Good because I love the DZ to get more action, but there's still some things that could probably be changed about it to make it a bit of a better experience, but we'll see how it turns out.
Hilo is headed back.
Alright. Problem is, I don't think I can really get a 1v1 going here. They're kind of running as a unit. We'll see. Yeah, see, I don't really just want to get fried. One down. That's how we do.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Oof, just got trapped. That's awkward. Well, I wasn't a part of that. I don't take credit. Atlanta, Georgia. We got all sorts of
DZ drop incoming.
regions in here. Oh, should I go for that? That's way down there. Did one just respawn at the checkpoint? No, they died.
Extraction called.
May I get some exotics in the DZ? Oh my
Serious
goodness.
trauma detected.
Where's that from?
Agent incapacitated.
Way over there.
Agent
Okay.
0.
Kind of want to go get this drop and keep hitting the boxes.
Entering safe area. Now entering.
Are we supposed to be high risk, high reward? I mean, yeah, it's going to be. I mean, they said very clearly that the exotics you get, or the new ones like the Eagle Bear and whatever ones of those, are going to be contaminated, so you will have to extract them. More crazy, more risk, more fun. I need one large cheesy. Yeah, well, pretty much can guarantee we're not going to get that, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Contaminated gear detected. Rogue bombardier drone detected. Hostile bombardier drone detected. Hilo almost at extraction zone. Now detecting contaminated gear. Rogue hive.
Oh, there's an exotic. I love the way that those beams look with the phoenix symbol. It's great.
Hilo on site. Now detecting contaminated gear.
What's going on, Bama? Yes, I am West Coast. West Coast, best coast, you know? That's what they say. A pesty. I should definitely extract it for the exotic component.
Claiming DZ drop. Dog zone drop has expired.
We got rogues all over. It's a pretty lively DZ here. Okay. Oh, where's the box here? Isn't it in here? No, it's up in the middle.
Hilo is returning to base.
Dang. Is this, by the way, does everyone concur this is appropriate attire to run around in the Santa outfit during the holidays? I feel like it's only right. $100%? Good, good. Love to live on the West Coast. I'll tell you guys where I would love to live. Silver Creek. If you get it, you get it. Alright, gotta go down underneath, which is way up here. God, I'm glad some people got it. Otherwise everyone would be like, where on earth is that?
Engaging landmark. Hilo is headed back. Incoming hostiles detected.
Now I know where to go rogue. Oh, there will be many a rogue there. Many a rogue. I was watching another career where they had all 8% outfit. Was that, it was either Tickle or GC Rock, wasn't it? Maybe it was someone else. Hello, can I have my shots? Thank you. Div 2 has lost a lot of players. That makes me sad. I mean, any game that's going on 4 years old is going to lose a lot of players. It's inevitable. There's also a lot of games that are 4 years old that aren't getting year 5 and more content. So, sure, there could always be more people, but I think we are pretty lucky that as many people love this game do, because it means that we get more stuff, so.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Hey, exotic component, hell yeah.
Rogue hive detected. Hostile hive detected.
I can't see. There is a real Silver Creek in Georgia. Oh, really? Yeah, well, I guess we know that's not the one in Heartland, because Georgia's not in the Midwest, or in the Heartland. I don't really know the parameters of what the real Heartland is supposed to be, but... yeah, that's funny, though.
Landmark cleared.
Get visits by Ellisburg. Their Manhunt up here? Well, again, not supposed to be rogue in my DZ to begin with, but Manhunt is especially egregious. Oh, I do have that Pestilence, though. Hang on, let me extract that first. If they want to come to me, then they'll see who's boss. Nuclear, how you doing? Welcome in. Really appreciate everybody hanging out. I feel like usually when I go in the DZ, the viewer count drops off a bit, but we're just chilling, we're chatting. Appreciate everybody. Hope everyone's having a great weekend and holiday season. It's always a good time of year.
Chopper on the way. Extraction called.
What's up, Megan? Haven't played since TU15 because I got bored doing the same stuff. What are some reasons for players like me to return? Well, if you enjoy story stuff, all of season 10's content is now out if you want to run through that. If you enjoy legendary missions, TU16 brought us Legendary Zoo and Tidal Basin, which both are pretty fun. And if you enjoy collecting stuff, the holiday event is currently going on. There's a new item that came with that you can get, as well as the other ones got brought back out of the vault. And there's some daily login rewards going on next week that you can get. There's global events running every week right now for a few weeks for the holiday thing, so if you enjoy any of those things, then I would say that. Or if you like other types of stuff, then maybe it's not the right time for you to come back. I don't know. They're doing more PvP stuff in TU17, which gets me excited, but I don't know what your content preferences are.
Extraction helo.
Alright, these guys getting closer?
Range.
Maybe. If they want to make it here, they will be able to before I get it out. Raptor, what's going on? How are you? I'll tell you guys what, I'm very excited to get my copy of Compromised in the mail. Because I saw on Twitter, this is pretty cool. They put a quote from my review on the back of the book. It says blah blah blah, Rogue Gold. That's pretty cool. That's kind of a geek out moment there. Alright, are they coming over here? No, I think we're good. You'd be non-stop checking. I mean, I just know that if they pull up, they're gonna get steamrolled, you know? I'm just that good. And of course, I'm kidding, if anyone doesn't know, I'm not that cocky. That was nice. I mean, clearly I forget what I could look up what the quote is. But clearly they thought it worked well for marketing, so.
Helo is returning to
Pretty cool. It's awesome, yeah. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's pretty cool. I think NGN pointed out to me because I think me and him were both quoted and I didn't see it at first, and he tagged me. He's like, yeah, it was cool. Alright, now let's take another crack at the man-hunts here. We watched that show I told you about? You have to remind me which one. My list of stuff to watch is so long. Like, it's not even funny. It's actually kind of sad, because I want to watch so much stuff. Did you see the news on the Division movie? I was talking about that earlier. There's a lot of misinformation going around about that right now. It is not canceled. And whatever that article says is really outdated. The director himself said on Twitter the other day that it's not canceled and that there will be news soon. So everybody took that article and ran with it without them giving any sources or without like really checking with official sources. So I was going to make something on it, but it just kind of annoyed me how much that spread around. So yeah, it's not canceled. There's news coming. Wait for more official information. Are they right up here? Or they are?
helo is on site.
Where? Oh, I see his decoy. That one of them? Jeez, you never know. They better do something with decoys, dude. I despise them so much. Is it just you, Ethers? Did someone else die? Oh gosh. Where are you going? Damn decoy. I was like,
Immediate medical
yep.
assistance needed.
Whoa, that was too close. Oh yeah, push. Ah, what's the matter? You think I can't challenge that? I was gonna go in the window, but I waited too long.
Hilo is headed back.
Why you just have to run? Come on. You don't want to do a 1v1? I mean, there's no one's following me. It's just us. There we go. Oof.
Serious trauma.
GG. See, you didn't have to run half a mile. You could have killed me back there. It's a good fight. He has a lot of damage.
Signs.
Lord of the Ring. Excited for the movie, yeah. And that's not to say, by the way, that that article was entirely, like, untrue or they were just lying. I don't think they were. But it sounded to me like they were talking about a producer that would have left during 2020. And obviously, that was a while ago. So they made it sound like it was more imminent news when I think it was actually from a little while ago. And everyone just kind of took that the wrong way. I respect the beam out in the open there. Who was... Oh, that was a weird noise glitch. It sounded like that was right next to me.
Rogue agent neutralized.
Are they not right there anymore? That's a decoy, huh? No? I don't know what's going on. They're right here. Oh, I'm so dead. Dang. I didn't know where they were at all.
Incapacitated. Agent killed. Safe area detected.
2013. It's called Utopia. That one is on my list.
An invaded dog zone.
Raptor, it is on my list. But like I said, I have so many things I've been meaning to watch. It's not even funny. So eventually I will get to it. Can't promise any timeline, unfortunately. Jane has an amazing voice if we get a Div 3. Going to be the next Isaac. Well, I mean, no reason to replace current Isaac, I don't think. But he does have a great voice. Tier 1 jammer should not be able to swing in Tier 6. I think the better balance they could reach there is to do it so that, yeah, a lower skill tier jammer doesn't... Dang.
Serious trauma detected.
Gotta love decoys, am I right?
Agent down.
Alright, this is then when I go to a landmark and come back once everything cools down a bit. Although there is one just right there. We can do the pool. Can you share controller settings? I sure can. Let me load in here.
Safe area entered.
I am at... Wait, what's it under? Here. 20 camera, 20 aim, 2 scoped. 2 on the dead zones. All that deal. Move around corner, that should always be on fast. At least I think it should be. Yeah. And 20 maxed out FOV, but that's personal preference to a degree. Maverick's in here. What's going on, Mav? How you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy weekend.
Leaving safe room.
Similar skill tier to destroy stuff. Yeah, I agree. I think the destroying versus the I think a very big difference would be made if they change it between fully destroying stuff and just nullifying it, because currently it just destroys anything. And like I've said, for stuff like a healer build, when you have 36 charges on a hive, that's not very fun. Oh, come on. There's that dog.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Extraction called.
The division movie. Well, from everything we are led to believe, the division movie's not on the back burner. That article was just very misguided. Can't even see that thing. Must be below. Alright, I will... Actually, I'll just catch up on chat now. Well, there's only one ad left. If you're planning on playing Resurgence in the long term, there's a docking station controller you should invest in. It's called the back. Nice. I'll have to look into it. I mean, my current plan was just to... Oh, except you're going to res people? That's not cool, dude. My current plan was just to Bluetooth my Xbox controller, because you can do that. And I tried it on a different game and it worked, so... That's my current plan. But it could be nice not to have to carry that around all the time, so I'll definitely look into it. Yeah, I've got plans to set it up to not be annoying. Training shrapnel and bleed hives for that. Well, they're nerfing the shrapnel next update. The hive I don't think is that problematic in the DZ. In conflict, yes. We'll see if they make any balancing changes there. But we'll see how it shakes out on the PTS. Well, everybody seems to forget. We do have the EMP sticky. That is a thing. Now, obviously, it's harder to aim it and get it right on there, but it does last for pretty long, even at tier 0. So it's not like they're removing the ability to jam skills. Yeah. Yeah, Utopia is one that Raptor recommended to me a while ago that I have not had the chance to get around to, because, man, there's a lot of good good movies and shows to watch and not enough time to watch them, you know?
Hilo is headed back.
Why you gotta heal up? Come on, man.
Now detecting contaminated gear. Landmark cleared.
Prez, appreciate you hanging out and chatting. Have a great night. Thank you for staying up late to watch. I appreciate it. And yeah, have a good one. Oh, the Manhunt's died, huh? Extraction going on over there. We can go get this. Who main skills just want to make PvPs. People who main skills just want to make PvP useless if they put that kind of jammer. I don't know if I fully agree with that. I mean, skills, just like take out the fact of them being, certain ones of them being vastly overpowered. Skills are a part of the Division's identity. They deserve to, you know, have builds that can buff up skills to be powerful, because that's what the Division is. But again, of course, stuff like the Shrapnel Trap, the Mortar Turret, the Fire Stick, are all very overtuned and deserve balancing changes. And the dev said more changes are coming than what is currently on the known issues board. So I think it's important to wait and see what the full scope is. But we'll see. All right, I already got the chest here. I don't really want to do that. Let's go. Minutes are all gone, huh? I guess we can just go to a different landmark. What's going on, Rocket Man? I like Division 2. I have a question for you. Do you think they're going to make a Division 3, and when? Yes, I definitely do, but it will not be for a few years. They are... The majority of the people who used to be on the Division team are currently on the Star Wars project over at Massive, which they did just announce the other day that they're going to be starting playtests on that, which is kind of crazy, because that seems to indicate that they're a bit farther along than maybe some would have thought. I think that game will come out in 2024, at which point, if they, just hypothetically, if all those people immediately switch back to Division and start working on Division 3, then that would, you know, you could say that 2027 would maybe be a realistic date for Division 3 to come out. Of course, a lot could change in there. They could have different plans. They could put different people on it. It might not be happening at all. I guess that would just be kind of my my basic prediction there. But yeah, I do think it will happen for sure in the future. Division is too... Again, everyone says, oh, Division's dead, they're doing all this stuff. You don't make 2 spin-off games, you don't give this game a year 5, you don't make a movie, you don't do all this stuff if it's not a successful franchise, and they have to know that making another mainline entry would be the most lucrative next step for them to take. Hello. I saw you hop out of that truck. That one little bit of metal's saving you right there. Dang, I'm really missing chats. Alright, hang on.
Contaminated gear detected.
Hang on here. Oh, the other game is when it comes to the Bluetooth. Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I'll look into it. What's a good build with Bloodsucker? Phoenix, I don't know if I have one for you. I really don't use Bloodsucker. I mean, in theory, you could just swap it out with any build you want to use Adrenaline Rush on, and it gives you a similar effect. But I don't have a great recommendation. I'm sorry. Black Friday, is it a DZ exclusive? Yes, Mav, the Black Friday is a DZ exclusive.
Rogue hive detected. Hostile hive detected.
Tango, under fire.
That this game is still as old as it is and still gets turned on the fact that it says a lot. Absolutely, Michael. You hit the nail on the head. Yeah, any game that is going on being 4 years old would love to be in the position that Division 2 is in, and I think for people, you know, so entrenched in Division 2's community, that can be hard to remember sometimes, but yeah, there are a lot of games that would kill to be in the position that we're at right now.
Now detecting contaminated
So,
gear.
not saying everything's perfect, certainly, but it could be a lot worse. And we saw what worse looked like, you know, back at the start of 2021 when we didn't know, or, you know, that was definitely the lowest point I think there's ever been in Division. When they announced that Star Wars was happening and there was no immediate clarification or confirmation on what the future Division was, clearly they weren't doing a Division 3. And I know myself and a lot of other people were like, wow, this might be the end for at least a few years. But then we had that great bounce back with in May when they announced Heartland and all that, which was then probably like one of the highest points for me as a Division fan easily. That day was so fun.
Contaminated gear detected.
So wait for LMGs to hit as a DC targeted, yeah. Yep. I mean, there's also, what, named caches you can get out of those? Who pulls me? I'll fight you. You're just gonna keep pulsing me and not show yourself? Come on. Tough. Someone's over here. Say less. Oh, there's freaking 3 of them. Not gonna be able to do anything against that. Let's go up here instead. CTAR needs a damage roll to be on par with the Moss. I do love the CTAR. I do think that at some point we really do need a big bouncing pass on weapons and gear talent specifically. And I guess weapon talents too. I don't know when we'll get that. I don't know if we will, but it would be nice. Mallory's doing too much championing or too much debating. Need some waffles. Yeah, really appreciate everybody hanging out and talking today, though. Like I said, this is an unplanned stream, so it's a lot of fun. If you have not already, we're only 1 like away from 50 likes. If you want to support and be the 50th liker, if that's a word, you know what to do. But appreciate you all. And like I was saying earlier, I've got some pretty big plans for TikTok going into the new year. I want to try and do some different stuff on there. So if you want to follow me over there and support that, the link is in the description. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I want to see what we can do. I feel like there's some Division attention to be drummed up there more than I've been doing. So we'll see what I can come up with.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
And the likes jumped up to 57. Appreciate you all very, 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 very much. Thank you.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Is the Division years occurred about Tom Clancy before he died? You know, Raptor, I have looked for a clear answer on that before. From my understanding, and I haven't like seen this explicitly written out, I don't think he wrote a book that was about the Division. I think he wrote a book about the concept of the Dark Winter. What's on it? Program. The Dark Winter. You know what I'm talking about. Failsafe, whatever. In New York City, and they kind of took inspiration from that to create the idea of the Division. I think that's what happened. in the known issues board, what do you mean? Yeah, they didn't clarify in there. Morton was in here earlier, though, at the start of the stream, and he pretty heavily hinted that it does include raid exotics. So, I said this earlier. Not saying it's a good or bad change. It is absolutely a bold one for them to put raid exotics in the DZ. That is a bold change. Bold move. And I respect the attempt. Again, whether or not people think it's good or bad, I respect them for for going with that bold of a change, because that will inevitably draw a lot of pushback. Okay, well, I didn't choose the guy right on me to blow up. Jeez. That Eagle Bear buff is gonna hurt. Nope, not as bad as I thought. When you guys said, could you show that build? I can, absolutely, William. I do also have a video on it that, if you want the full like breakdown and details, you can find that. But I'll definitely show it once I clear this. Oh, come on, pop. Yes, here you go. This is my favorite DZ build for sure. Probably be the only Tom Clancy work without himself in it to be good so far. Yeah, I'm not, excuse me. I'm not incredibly well versed in Clancy stuff in general. So I can't give a huge opinion there, but obviously I like Division. So yeah, no problem, William. And like I said, the video, if you go to my build video playlist, it's from a little bit back. It's called the Slayer. I go through obviously the full details on that and all the stats and everything. You can find that there. If you need a link, I can share it in the chat before I end the stream in a bit. Well, raids will die. I'm mixed. I mean, either way, I've said for a long time on that debate, I don't have a clear stance either way on whether I support or am against them opening up raid exclusives. Here's the thing. Even Iron Horse, which was the most recent raid, came out 2.5 years ago. Dark Hours was 3 years ago. More than 3. So they've been out for a long time. 1. 2, them adding it to the DZ does not make it like a guarantee that you can just easily go in and get one. Because they said that they're going to be random contaminated drops. So I don't really think targeted loot is going to influence it much. Maybe it will. I'm not entirely sure on that. But either way, it's not going to go straight to your inventory. It's still going to drop contaminated. And once you get it, you're going to have to go extract it. And once people know that raid exclusives are in the DZ, there's going to be a lot more people in the DZ who are hunting down those extractions. So sure, at the start of the update, once that goes live, tons of people are going to be in here trying to get it. But I think you're also then going to see a lot of people hunting for people trying to get it. And then some people might decide that, well, it's not really worth my trouble with all this chance and all this randomness and trying to get it with the DZ, so I'm going to go back and do the raid. So I don't think it's a surefire thing that the raids will die. Will they lose a bit of their appeal? Maybe, sure. But again, they have been out for so long that the people who want to do them have probably done them by now. So we'll see. Like I said, I've never been the most opinionated person on it either way. So, yeah. That's all I got.
Contaminated gear detected.
Oh, it doesn't refresh that. That's tough. Can Keep raids alive would be nice if they gave you a guaranteed exotic cash every time you complete a raid. Definitely, they could absolutely do that. That would be a nice change. Or a certain amount of exotic components or whatever. For sure. Pretty sure Division got Clancy's name because it came from Red Storm, which started. Because it came from Red Storm. Well, Massive started the original idea of Division.
Hostiles detected.
I think. Well, they started the idea even before they were owned by Ubisoft. So, I think back then it was a separate idea from Tom Clancy, and maybe they just wanted to tie that in once they kind of saw the similarities. But I think they started it, they had the idea back in like 2008 or 9, and it was like codename Rogue. I want to say was the original. Again, I'm not an expert on that stuff. Like, I could be wrong, but I want to say that's where it started, like a very long time ago. You know, people are like, they made Division 1 in 3 years. It's like, no, they didn't. They had been working on Division for a very, very long time.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh my goodness.
Contaminated gear. System malfunctioning. Immediate medical assistance needed. System restored.
Hope raids don't die. Like I said, I really don't think they will. Will they maybe lose some of their popularity and appeal? Sure. But there's still going to be the far more consistent and easier way to get the exotics.
Serious trauma.
They'll still have their own appeal just for people completing them. There'll still be ways to do the raid. I'm sure you'll still have the likes of Tickle and GC Rock and everybody still doing raid carries. Like, this isn't going to change that.
No line of sight, man. They took him out.
I've been strictly PvE player, but I never touched PvP with the upcoming update. Tempted to try it, so what is a good beginner's build for PvP? I will, since someone else is asking too, I will link my two... believe it or not, I only have 2 builds that I really run in PvP that I have saved. Because, you know, I think you all know me. I use what works, and those work for me. So I will...
Has been cleared.
I'm only going to go for a few more minutes here. I will link them both right before I end the stream, so you can go check those videos out. I also, Divisive, did a hour-long beginner's guide to PvP video. If you feel like you need any general PvP tips, I can link that as well. A lot of people have said they enjoyed that, so. The indie game universe only has 2 cities to be explored. Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, of course, in the broader Division universe, in the books and all that, there's a lot more that's explored, but yeah. As far as just in the games, for sure.
Engaging landmark.
Alright. Should we do this, and then how about one game of Conflict? In honor of it maybe becoming a little bit better next update. I'll do this, and I'll link those videos while we're matchmaking, so that people can check them out.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Exotic component? No, it didn't pop up. Probably not, then. Best way to farm for all materials, count owners for me. I don't know. I've been very far removed from the material farm for a while, just because I tend to just have enough. I deconstruct the majority of what I get, so I always just am kind of stocked. If I ever need something bad, I just dump some watch points into it, because I always save a good 2 or 300 watch points. But I agree with Phoenix that the one material I do farm for is primer filaments for expertise, and I do go to Countdown for those, so I think Countdown can absolutely be a viable way. Can't wait for Season 11. Yeah, Season 11 is going to be... This next update should be really fun. I mean, if you're a PvE player, maybe you're a bit less excited. But with the stuff they've got coming for the DZ and Conflict, with the story stuff that's been teased, I'm really excited. Obviously, it would have been really great if we had still gotten the Descent mode. That's a bummer that it's delayed, but still a lot to look forward to. Did you see Twitch's new strict ad rule? I did not. What's the gist?
Now detecting contaminated gear. Contaminated gear detected.
Or actually, wait, have I not? Hang on. I'm just thinking about this.
Cleared.
I'm not. I need to redo that build video because I've changed some stuff. It's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do it soon. Okay. Conflict time. I don't have anything I care about, right? It's decent, but I don't need it. Okay. According to Wikipedia, div concepts started in early 2010s. Actual gamers started in 2013. I find that hard to believe with the game work started in 2013 because E3 2013 was when they had that first trailer, and there was a lot of stuff set in stone by then. They had the concept of the Dark Zones, they obviously had the world, the gameplay, the loot, all of that. I don't know if I buy that it didn't start until 2013. That might have been when like major development started. They had to have been working on concepts and just general world building before then.
Incoming backup request.
Okay, conflict. Do I want... Probably want this build. And then... Yep. I will link those videos while I'm matchmaking. It makes me so happy that... And by the way, everyone who says Division PvP is dead, tell me why my PvP Beginner's Guide video is like in my top 10 best performing videos of all time. Also, dead game. Look at those quick queue times. Crazy. I need to tone down my sarcasm. It's really too much. All right. PvP build video. What are we voting on? Well, it's going to Fort McNair. No point in me voting. All right. If you were still watching, who was asking earlier, if anyone wants them, I put a link to my PvP Beginner's Guide video and my favorite PvP build video in the chat of the stream. If you want to look up those for next update. Twitch streamers now need to put 4 minutes of ads every hour, no matter what. Wow. No, I did not see that. That's crazy. Yeah, those like when it pops you up with like 6 ads, it's insane. Because unlike YouTube, you're missing live content. I think it's really bad, honestly. So I did not see that. I'm glad that I'm not being forced to do something like that. I don't really ever run ads in the middle of these streams. I have the option to. There's a button at the top, but I just never, you know. No one likes the feeling of missing out on live stuff. Look at these festive outfits. It's a good-looking team right there. Gotta get in there. Why I led with Wikipedia said, yeah, sure. Is that the division Wikipedia or actual Wikipedia? Mallory, have a great night. Appreciate you stopping in as always. I hope you find a fresh, hot batch of waffles soon. And I'll see you soon. Also, thank you for what you were doing on the Discord the other day. I really appreciate it. Have a great night.
Defeat the enemy before your reinforcements are spent.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected.
Div PvP is not dead. I can't load OTC. Yeah.
Hostile explosive seeker mine
Yep.
detected.
People gonna say what people gonna say, but it is funny how much people try and
Hostile seeker mine detected.
spread that idea.
Rogue striker drone detected.
Hello.
Hostile striker drone detected. Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender
And hello. Should have hopped out of cover, gotten that Umber bonus.
Rogue stinger hive detected. Hostile stinger hive detected.
Didn't mean to jump down there. It was kind of awkward.
An agent needs assistance.
I missed that? Jeez. They're gonna push me real quick there. Not much I could do there.
Agent incapacitated.
Actual Wikipedia, gotcha.
Agent killed.
I would give actual Wikipedia a bit more credibility than the Division one, so who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Logistically, I don't see how they could make, because then what's the maximum amount of time if they started in 2013? 6 months at most? Probably more like 4 or 5. That'd be a lot of work to get that mock-up done in 4 to 5 months. So I don't know. But I was talking about this earlier. I do find it crazy
Serious trauma detected.
that they've already got Star Wars playtest coming up. That I was talking to Bon earlier about it. That team, because all the people on Star Wars are the people who did Div. That team knows how to make a game in short time. They know Snowdrop. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that game comes out.
Boost now active.
I mean, 2023 maybe is optimistic, but I think 2024 is a pretty surefire deal there. Hello.
Rogue explosive seeker mine.
Oh, you're gonna want to be further away than that. Oh, tough.
Explosive seeker mine.
Oh, we got the armor though. Get me in there. Put me in, coach.
By allies. Allies have acquired the boost. Rogue stinger hive detected. Hostile stinger hive detected. System curtailed.
Yeah, hit him in the back.
System reactivated. Agent down.
Oh, sitting right at 29 catharsis stacks. You'll love to see it. Where's he at though? Oh, maybe the teammate already got him. Yeah, come over here. 29 stacks with your name on him. I'll catch up on chat after this, folks. I just, you know, gotta perform for the last little bit of the stream here. Oh, Phoenix said. Phoenix, thank you for. Whoa.
Vital signs critical.
What was all that? Phoenix, thank you for hanging out. I didn't know that he was gonna do some resurgence. I might have to watch that. So,
Action.
I'll see you in the chat there. But thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.
An agent needs assistance.
See you next time.
I've sent a special
More if we could be rogue in your 5 and somebody wanted because team over Keener.
drop you away.
I don't think we would see the implementation of us being able to go rogue until
Agent
Div
down.
3. Really, they just don't have enough resources. They don't have enough people on the team. How are we
Explosive
losing?
seeker mine detected.
Because I'm the only one with kills. Oh, come on, people.
Explosive seeker mine detected.
Come on, people.
Rogue seeker mine detected.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something they've thought about and probably want to do, but they just don't have the.
Hive detected.
There's just not enough people to do it. That's a big thing to implement.
The enemy is about to claim the supply drop. Specialization supply drop has fallen into enemy hands.
They got the supply drop. Why do they all have technician? Oh, this is weak. Good luck with that. That didn't. Come on.
Halfway to the finish.
Can hide forever. But I guess he can't outrun me. Not until you come back.
Rogue
Alright, I'm determined to win this. I don't know why my team has no kills, but we'll make up for it.
drone detected.
2 more. Well, the stupid pestilence ticks always make me think someone's behind because of the indicator.
Detected.
Ooh, I love the booster.
Hostile explosive seeker mine.
Do they spawn behind him?
Rogue stinger hive detected. Hostile stinger hive
Let me
detected.
heal open that real quick.
Boost about to activate.
Get a little flank going here. There already go.
Boost online. Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender drone detected. Rogue seeker mine detected. Hostile seeker mine detected. The boost is being taken by the enemy. The boost has been taken.
Alright, don't push in there when they got the armor. Oh, there's a guy right here. I need a kit here. I don't have any nades either. Oh my goodness.
Agent down.
Reinforcements.
How did this guy just die? What? I don't think I would see you out here. Oh my goodness. This is like the most ground war type of conflict match I've played in a while.
Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile
He's not down. Thank you.
An agent needs assistance.
Thank goodness for catharsis. Somebody needs to finish him off right there, though.
I'm sending you a specialization.
Yep, revive him right there.
The rogues have run out of reinforcements.
Beautiful.
You can win this.
All right, again, sorry I'm missing check, guys. I'm sweating here. I wanna get a win.
Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender drone detected.
I see you. Oh, don't go back through there. No.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Hostile Stinger Hive detected.
Friendly claiming a supply drop.
I'm just hoping for the best right now.
Needed.
Oh,
Specialization supply drop is in friendly hands.
Agent down.
You're out of reinforcements. Hang in there.
Boost about to come online.
it's one more.
An agent needs assistance.
Nice. That's what I call a hard-fought win right there.
Victory is
GG.
yours. Good job.
Okay. Would it work though to probably change everything since you guys have to access everything? That's what I'm saying. Like, it would just be so much simpler to do in a Div 3 where you could set that up from the start, right? Where there's two different factions and all that. Yeah. GG's all around. That, I will say, that kind of jump scared me though when I opened the leaderboard mid-match and I had 7 kills and no one else had any. Come on, team. I mean, I'll give it to Blick Talk there. 4 kills. But still GG's. All good, Mav. I'm about to wrap things up anyway. Thank you for hanging out, though. Appreciate it. Have a great evening. Have a great Sunday, rest of your weekend, and happy holidays. Well, don't say anything, Raptor. I have not read him, and I don't intend to, so. But obviously, Season 11 has been hyped up a lot, so I'm excited for it. But yeah, everyone, I'm going to open these up quick, but that is going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out in this little unplanned, off-the-cuff stream here. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do one for a little while, so I figured I'd fit it in when I had a little bit of time. So yeah, appreciate it. Hope everyone enjoyed. As for what is coming up soon, like I mentioned earlier, I've got a Heartland video that should be here on Monday, so look forward to that. Then, of course, just more videos in the meantime. Planning another pretty fun one. I should be able to get it done in time for Christmas Day. That's a tradition that I've done these past few years, so that should happen. And then, yeah, the next stream I have planned, I made somebody a promise that I would do a survival stream this year. So, in case anyone wants to have it on their calendar, on December 30th, which is just under 2 weeks from now, which is a Friday, I plan to do a survival stream that day. So if you want to jump in the can, of course, I'll post about it more. But that is the next time that I plan on being live. But of course, there will be plenty of videos in the meantime until then. Doing these. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. It was a lot of fun to chat and talk about stuff. MC Phoenix, Enraged Michael, Raptor, Stenic, Mav. What's up here? Mallory, Divisive, everybody that was in here earlier. Nuclear, William, you know who you are. Appreciate you very much. As always, and I hope to see you soon on all the things. So, thank you all very much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and holidays. Of course, there'll be more videos, but it won't be live until then. So, have a great holiday season here, and and I will see you very soon. Until the next one, guys, Rogue Gold out.